Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tammy if you're new here, and I want to start a new perfume series that I've been thinking about. It's 4 smell-alike perfumes and which season I'd wear each in. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then just keep watching. So the first category I'm going to be doing in this series is kind of a, I guess you could call it goth vibes. It's not like goth in the sense you think of darkness and depression and death and, you know, everything black and heavy, but goth, sexy goth vibes, like leather jacket vibes, like you are moody and broody, you are like sultry and sexy, and you're not bright and happy and bubbly and lively. Like I actually am a bright, happy, lively person, but I'm also a Scorpio, so I definitely have that dark, mysterious, kind of dangerous side. I can't even say that with a straight face. There's no danger. There's no danger in my personality. I am play it safe. I'm play by the rules. I am not adventurous. So far, I always think like, well, you never know though. Maybe all of a sudden I'll become an adventurer. Not likely, but I do have that Scorpio side to my personality, so watch out. No. But all 4 of these perfumes that I'm going to talk about could be classed as like dark, mysterious, and they're all like woody perfumes with some earthiness, but they still have that sweetness. So just because you're dark and dangerous doesn't mean you're not a sweetheart. So the 4 perfumes I'm talking about today are Roberto Cavalli Nero Assoluto, Guess Seductive Noir, Lake and Skye Midnight 07, and Jimmy Choo EDP. It's absolutely unbelievable how much these 4 perfumes smell like each other. Over the past week, I had sprayed them all on little like tester strips, and I was smelling them, and it was honestly, I mean, I could tell them apart, but at some stages during the dry down of each of the 4, they were so similar that it was unbelievable. So for spring, I chose Jimmy Choo. I don't have a full bottle of this. And I just sprayed it right now. And it is so similar to all of these. You could have fooled me into thinking this was Guess Seductive Noir in the opening. Unbelievably similar. So this one has pear, orange, and green notes. There's orchid, there's toffee, and patchouli. A lot of these ones do have patchouli. So you're getting the idea right now, aren't you? Like the dark, kind of almost chocolatey, earthy patchouli vibe that you can get. All 4 of these share that kind of similar like scent profile. Oh my word, this is so similar to all of these. They're so similar. So the reason I chose Jimmy Choo for spring was number 1, it has green notes. When I think of spring, I think of grass and green, everything becoming green in the spring. And in the spring, everything is starting to warm up and you're not needing as strong of a perfume as you did in the winter. So this is one of the least strong perfumes, and it was also on paper the shortest lived of all of them. I kept those test strips on my countertop for 2, 3, 4 days, and I kept picking them up and smelling them. I had the names written on them. Jimmy Choo was the first one to fade away to where I could smell nothing at all on the test strip. That was the very first one to go. But that's okay, because in spring you don't need anything ultra strong. So the toffee in this gives it a lot of sweetness, gives it that kind of caramel smell, but the patchouli grounds it and gives it that earthiness, and it also gives it that chocolatiness. I get a chocolate vibe from all of these, like a dark chocolate. Like you could have told me that this was Midnight 07, you could have told me it was Guess Seductive Noir, and I would have believed you. When it comes to Roberto Cavalli Nero Assoluto, that one does stand out a little bit from the rest. But anyway, for spring, I am choosing Jimmy Choo EDP. So for summer, I chose Lake and Skye Midnight 07. This one does open up with more of the fruitiness you get. It's almost slightly sour in the opening. It has yuzu and it has fig. Yuzu is a little bit on the sour side, and fig can be a little bit green or just fruity. So it has patchouli and rose in the mid, and the base is vanilla, amber, and vetiver. So again, this one has patchouli. This one has rose. Jimmy Choo didn't have rose, it had orchid. So this one is a little bit of a stronger floral. All 4 of these I think you would wear with a leather jacket. Maybe I'll try to find some pictures of some fashion or some vibes that I feel like would go along with these to kind of show you what I'm talking about that dark gothic sexy vibe. And again, this is a woody vanilla with earthiness. They're all a little bit powdery. Like I said, they're all so similar. When I'm describing one, I may as well be describing them all. They're so similar. The accords listed for all of these are quite a bit the same. The woody, vanilla, floral, patchouli, powdery, sweet, sometimes fruity. This one does have some fruitiness. It's a very interesting vibe, but as it dries down, you're getting almost the same tone as all of these, like a sweet vanilla, but earthy, woody, patchouli, and floral vibe. Another reason I chose this for summer is it is the poorest performer out of all four. It doesn't project a lot. It's almost a skin scent. It lasted a little bit longer on paper than Jimmy Choo did, but it's not a very strong fragrance. I really don't mind that this doesn't have the best performance, because if you're gonna wear it in the summer, you can wear it in the summer day and it's not gonna be overwhelming. If you overspray this, you could wear this out on a summer evening and it would last you for the evening. So it's actually perfect. I love this scent. Have you tried it? What do you think? So for fall, I chose Guess Seductive Noir. This one is the coziest out of all of these to me. And the fall is when you want to feel cozy. I mean, you're wearing your wool sweaters, you got the falling leaves, you have your pumpkin latte. Actually, I just smelled this from the nozzle and I almost thought I smelled pumpkin, but this one has sage, bergamot, and peony in the opening. I do get the sage really strongly. It doesn't smell like you're cooking a turkey, but when I'm cooking a turkey, I always use sage, like dried sage. I definitely get that from here. So this does give me like Thanksgiving vibes. So again, it reminds me of fall. It has iris and jasmine and lily of the valley in the mid. And we got the triple V's in the base: vanilla, velvet, and vetiver. Velvet, I mean, you could get away with wearing velvet in the fall, couldn't you? Velvet or leather would be a great thing to wear with any of these four. In the opening, when I first sprayed this, I almost got like a gentle hairspray, if that's even a thing. So it did have a little bit of that sharpness to it, but also had the sage combined with it. The sage is an herbal smell, but it's a really warm type of herb. Like it's that cozy, like turkey Thanksgiving. It brings that to mind. And just like the others, the accords are vanilla, woody, earthy, floral, powdery, sweet, all of that. As I tested these, I kind of discovered I think this is my favorite out of all four. And it would just be so perfect for fall. It's cozy, it's sweet, it's warm, but it's still like makes you feel grounded. It's so earthy and almost a little bit dark, and not in a menacing way, but just dark in a moody, cozy, like if you're inside a cafe and the lights are really low and it's cloudy outside and it's almost dim or a little bit dark inside, that's the mood I'm getting from this one. I should say that this has the best sprayer out of all four. Isn't that awesome? Oh, this scent profile is so my vibe. Maybe it is because I'm a Scorpio, I'm not sure, but I love sweetness, but balanced with a lot of earthiness. So these are all right up my alley. Yeah, so this one definitely makes me think of fall. It's cozy, you get the sage, you get the Thanksgiving vibes. It's warm, it's enveloping. I absolutely love this. It is affordable. It's probably, yeah, I think this is probably the most affordable out of these, at least where I can get these perfumes. I think this is like, I think it was $24.99 or $29.99, really good price. And I don't know, I feel like this is a little bit underrated. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. So obviously we only have one left. So for winter, I chose Roberto Cavalli Nero Assoluto. So the notes of this one are pretty simple. There's orchid and citrus in the opening, there's vanilla in the mid, and the base is ebony and woody notes. The ebony is like a black wood, and it is very deep and dark and almost cold. Have you ever smelled a fragrance that you would say has a cold smell to it? Like not metallic, but just like cold and clean. This is the strongest out of all four by quite a margin. This lasted on paper longer than any of the rest of them. This is more intense. This is the least safe blind buy out of all of these. I think that this is the most gothic, the most dark, the most intense out of all of these, and that's obviously why I chose winter to wear this fragrance. This was a blind buy for me, and I probably shouldn't have blind bought it because it's really not a safe blind buy, but it was such a successful blind buy. I absolutely love this, and I know that there are people, oh my gosh, the bottle is navy. Oh my word, there's no way you're gonna be able to see that, is there? I had no idea the bottle was navy. I have never held it up to the light. It's navy. Oh, that's perfect. That suits it perfectly. Okay, I'm picturing winter. I'm picturing when you see like a winter Christmas card, the sky is always dark navy and the snow is white with like blue shadows on it. Oh yeah, this is a very wintry fragrance. Definitely the ebony wood is the standout note in this fragrance. I don't think I've ever smelled ebony wood, but if I did, I know it would smell like this. But then you still have the vanilla that gives it that little bit of, tiny bit of warmth and sweetness to it. So this has the same type of accords as all the other ones. Woody, vanilla, floral, sweet, powdery. It does have sweetness from the vanilla, so it's not just wood. It's almost a sweet wood, actually. This one is also fairly affordable, and I mean, I just love it, but it's not safe. Don't blind buy it. Or do. If you like this, well, I'll tell you what, if you like this category and you just wish that, like, say Seductive Noir, you wished it was even darker and even more like edgy, you know you'll love this. Or if you love Midnight 07, these two smell the closest. These are almost identical. This is just stronger, a little more edgy, a little colder. So now you're all set for the 4 seasons with this scent profile, but what if you have a special occasion to attend? What if you want something that's really a statement maker, just a standout fragrance? Well, I have just the thing for you, and this is Genesis by Brandt. This has that same scent profile as the base of it, but it is rose, 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 and creamy sandalwood. There are 2 types of sandalwood in this. Actually, there's natural sandalwood, and then there is Javanol, which is a molecular, like a synthetic sandalwood, which I love. I love that in fragrances. This also has saffron and tobacco. I mean, this is just a way amped up version of these 4, and you're gonna get that same mood as you do in the other 4. But this is very rose centric, and the base is much more creamy and sweet, and this is gorgeous. I mean, oh my word. Oh, the rose is very strong in this. So if you took these and mixed them with like a dark rose perfume, this is what you're gonna get. This is very dark, very sultry. I mean, you'd wanna wear a black dress with this. So if you had a black tie event to go out to, I can't even imagine an event I would go to that, I don't even know why I have this. I have nothing to go to wear it to. No, you can wear any fragrance at any time. You don't need a special occasion, but oh, this would be perfect. This would be perfect to wear to an event where you just wanted to be your most confident self. You just wanted to be like a total, like, stand out, like a vixen, like, oh my word. This would be definitely what I would choose to wear to a special occasion if you love this scent profile. Okay, but what if you love this scent profile, but you're looking for something just to wear at home in your cozy schmumpies? I call them schmumpies, but like your sweatpants or your, you know, your jammies, and just be cozy at home, like hang out with your kids. Or you want to wear it to bed on a night that you're just, like, it's raining outside and you just want to be as cozy as you possibly can, but you still want to have that sort of note profile, but a much gentler, softer version. You're gonna go for Mon Guerlain, of course. EDP, or, I mean, this is the EDP, and this is actually my sample is gone. There's nothing left. So this has lavender, so it's a little bit more of a chill, relaxing vibes than the other ones. This isn't quite as an exact a smell-alike as the rest of them. This actually is closest to this probably, because you know how I said this was like the coziest and the most like comforting kind of cashmere sweater vibes. This is like that, only even milder more gentle, more like, oh, I don't know, like a little bit more pink. These are all black, and you notice the bottles of these were all black. This is the pink version of that. So if you want this scent profile, but yet you just want a more gentler version, a more sweet and cozy version, you're gonna choose Mon Guerlain EDP. So let me know if you like the idea of this series, because this would be the goth version, but I have so many more versions I could do, because the number of samples that I tested, the number of perfumes that I buy, I have found so many. Like, I have all these groupings of 4 listed on my phone, like 4 that smell like this one and 4 that smell like this one, and like what season. And I just think about like, which season would I pair each of these with? So it's so fun. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing more of this seasonal series. So guys, let me know, do you have any scents that remind you of these ones and you think would fit in with this category? And which season would you assign to each of them? Have you smelled these? Like, what do you think of them? Is this your vibe? I just absolutely love this scent profile, guys. So if you have any more recommendations that are along these lines, I'd love to hear about them. Please let me know. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.